Hey guys, I decided to just hop on a little bit early because I was just kind of sitting here. I try to pick a odd-ish time to come on just to make it a little easier for people to find the live. But I was literally just sitting here and I'm like, well, I might as well just hop on and see if anybody comes on. Otherwise, I will just chill. And then I wanted to link this playlist I created for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. It's a playlist of anyone that wanted to join and share any videos in relation to Black-owned makeup brands. And I believe I checked this morning, we have about 70 videos on there, all from different creators. Different creators that are focusing or highlighting Black-owned makeup brands in their videos. So, hello. Hi, Mom. Oh, good morning, Mary. Hi, guys. Hello. Yeah, so I was just saying, I don't know how many of you joined on right when I started talking, but I was literally just sitting here waiting till 11:10 rolled in, so I figured let me just hop on early, link some things for you guys. I did try to do my best with the description box in this video, so check it out. It should already be filled in for you guys. So I posted a video that I think if you are Southeast Asian, you definitely want to check it out. It is a really good video kind of explaining why Black Lives Matter is important to all of us. It's not just a African American and Black person issue. It's an issue for all minorities to kind of take ownership of. So I really like that video. I think everyone should watch it. And then I also posted the link to a playlist I created. This is not my playlist. This is, I really want to stress that this is the playlist of the beauty community, the small beauty community. I want to invite and I welcome any creators that are making content on Black-owned makeup brands, or if you have any other really good kind of resources that we can use to add your videos to the playlist. I have the link on Twitter for creators. And then if you can't figure it out, which I'm like not tech savvy either, just DM me the video you want me to add and I can do that for you. So yeah, I just want to see that playlist grow. And I think we can use it as a really good resource in the future too, because the most important thing is to keep the conversation going. I feel like the time we're in 2020, a lot of things are like hyped for the moment, and then something else comes along and we kind of, lose steam. So I feel like this is a great way to, sorry, I'm laughing because somebody said love seeing your shelves in the background. I think this is a good way for us to continue our work that we're doing for the Black Lives Matter movement. Let me really quick talk about the shelves. I'm sitting in front of my shelves because if you guys can see, my eyeshadow palettes are kind of stored in these shelves. So if I forgot to grab something, I wanted to sit closer to my shelf so I could actually grab stuff. I wasn't going to talk about Pat Mcgrath only because that was my last week's live. So all my Pat Mcgrath palettes are right there. But if you guys want to see that, of course, feel free to check out last week's live. And so proud of the small beauty community for stepping up. Yeah, I think everyone is trying really hard to do their part. Yeah, I've just spent a lot of time trying to educate myself. And also, if you guys didn't see, I didn't want to make too big of an announcement about it in my title, just in case my video got demonetized. But all the proceeds from this video, from this live, so any replays and stuff, yeah, exactly. So many videos have been taken down. So all the proceeds from AdSense from this live will go to the Breonna Taylor GoFundMe page. And I just wanted to take a moment. Yesterday was her birthday. She would have been 27 years old. And I didn't know that when I set up this live. But the reason her story really stood out to me, because I had not really, I've heard the name, but I didn't know the story behind what happened to her. And so one day I was at work and I was like, you know what? I need to look this up. I have no idea what happened. And I read her story and how she was murdered in her home. And it was, yeah, it was horrifying and very, very scary. And I could see, I couldn't even imagine if that happened to me or anyone. So I just wanted to do whatever I could to donate to her. She had an amazing future in store for her, and I just feel so sad that she won't have that because of violence against African American people. And so, yeah, I just doing what we can to get awareness out there. I would just say, like, if there's something you guys don't know, you don't have to wait for the resources to come to you. We live in the age of Google. There's so much stuff you can look up and learn on your own time. The other thing me and my husband did this week, we love to watch movies. We're a big like movie family, or I love movies. And so I knew the movie Just Mercy. I think it came out this year, and I missed it in theaters. But in the month of June, the movie is streaming on like all streaming platforms for free. So I think that's a really eye-opening movie for you guys if you are trying to think of how you can educate yourself and your family members. Watch that, and then there's just so much you can do on your own. So I hope that kind of explains why I wanted to donate the proceeds from the stream. I don't want Black-owned brands and Black creators to only have this moment. I feel like I want to be an ally, and I've honestly, like, I went through my Instagram and I was like, okay, I have all these brands that I love, and it makes me really sad if people just don't know about these really good Black-owned brands. So that's kind of what motivated me to do this video. And I know so many creators are doing this video as well. So my initial idea, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, was to do like try and get a mass collab going of YouTubers to do some kind of Black-owned video. But after talking to many different creators, some people are in different like time frames. So some people have already filmed that kind of video. Some people are in the process. Some people are on no buy. So, we have to be respectful of that. So that's kind of why we landed on the playlist idea, because you can link your old videos where you talked about these brands. So it doesn't have to cost anyone anything to spread awareness. So I'm sorry, I'm getting very rambly. So I'm going to go back to my comments and just talk to you guys really quick. Logical. Why are they taking down? It's not a controversial topic. It's real life and real issues. You'd think they'd be advocating for YouTube to be at the platform. Yes, so true. I am not really sure the legal stuff, like, what's it called? The right to express your opinion. I'm not sure how that works. But if you guys follow Annette's Makeup Corner, she posted, let me see, actually, she posted what she got from YouTube, because she had a 40-minute long video with a bunch of ads in it that was getting traction, and it got taken down by YouTube, and they sent her Oh, I wish I could find it quick. Okay, here it says, as you know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and do not allow on YouTube. Your video fundraiser to support, and then the title of the video was flagged to us for review. Upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines and we've removed it from YouTube. So, and she posted like the whole thing. So if you guys want to go check that out, do so. Go ahead and read that. But I'm not exactly sure what they said. Agree. Brianna was also an essential worker, and I think one of the best things that can be done to celebrate her is just continue to help people and say her name. Yeah, and the thing is too, she's so close to my age, and it's just terrible. I mean, I know there's so many, and I also linked all the information I could find, and in that video I posted where Hassan Minhaj, if you guys don't know, talked about it. He had also listed, I think, I don't think it was all, but a lot of the names of the people that had been killed I believe by police officers or like police brutality. So if you guys want to research more about them or just get, awareness out there, I listed the names of everyone that was listed in his video too, just to help. Okay, when people mention pandemic, yeah, I've heard that too, that they got demonetized on that. That one I can understand, because it's like you can spread a lot of misinformation. So, and the hard thing too is like with YouTube being a search engine, it's like these things get trending and then people start trying to make videos relating to the coronavirus, and it's always like it turned into like how to do your makeup with a face mask. And so I don't know, it's so hard. Like, hi, Audra. Hello. Thank you for joining me today, guys. Brianna's story was one I felt did not get enough attention, and that is so sad. But now people are hearing her story. She was not a criminal. Exactly. Not that any of these people are hardened, like, criminals or anything. But yeah, Shireen, I totally agree. The way I don't want to get into the whole like thing, but yeah, basically it was like a no-knock warrant. Yeah, and they basically were ambushed in their own home. I don't even understand. I don't get freaking notifications. Hey, Emily, you know what? I jumped on here early, so I just got on here early because I'm an impatient freaking person. It's been difficult to try and buy from Black-owned brands, especially from the States. I'm in the UK. There's so many Black-owned brands, though, even in Europe. Like, I've been seeing so many people posting about September Rose, which I want to try their slush palette. I've always wanted to, because that one was got really good reviews, in my opinion. I saw OPV, I believe, is Black-owned. And I'm sure there's so much more. If you guys know, put all of that info in the comments and I will highlight them as I get to them. So it's not just a American issue. It is really a global issue. Wherever minorities are, wherever there's Black people, like, I think it's just so much more amplified here, but I don't think anyone should think that this isn't a global fight. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. All these, it's sad that the fundraising videos are getting taken down. I mean, it's just the easiest way for me to donate, you guys. And like, I'm not a millionaire, even though sometimes I buy makeup, like there's no end to it. But for me, it makes sense to donate my AdSense, because I can control my video. I can see exactly how much I made from the video, and then I would love to be able to pass that on to the Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe. That's where this money is going to go from this video, just so you guys know. I put that in the description box too. So what was I saying? I went on a tangent and then I forgot. Yeah, it's just the easiest way for me to give right now. It's I do have a full-time other job, but most of that money gets tied up in bills for me. So if I can give a little bit and it can go to some good, that makes me happy. The other thing too is, what was I gonna say? I had a really good point about something I forgot. Anyway, okay, so there's Emily. Audra, what did you say? It's also because her story got lost. Yes, yes, exactly. And yep. So she was murdered in March, I believe, March 13th, and I didn't hear about it until George Floyd happened. Really, I didn't hear about Breonna Taylor, and I'd heard about the incident with the bird watcher in Central Park, and then I feel like George Floyd kind of happened very close to that time. And I also heard about I don't want to butcher his name. Is it Ahmed Moody? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering his name, but the person that was murdered when he was on a run. So it just seemed like everything kind of happened back to back, and her story did get lost. So I'm so sad to see that more people are talking about her now too. Okay, it just seems they are trying to shut us up. Yeah, I just using that. Yep, that's what I've heard too. What Pete said. Maggie didn't mention the pandemic is in their fundraising video. Most of them were fundraising for PPE. Karen, you're live. You don't have to speak on these issues now. Let's see here. Okay, true that. Yeah, basically, I wanted this to be based on everyone kind of sharing as much as they could about brands. So yeah, let's get to that. I had mentioned I'm sitting here in case I forgot to pull something. I'm not going to talk about Pat McGrath because we did that last week, and I have a basket. Ugh. Okay, here's my basket. I tried to grab as many things as I could. Yeah, and I know that I have. This isn't all the Black owned brands that are out there. There's way more that we need to support. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk to you guys about the ones I have. So let's start there. Audra got me back on track because I would have been going on about this forever and ever and ever. But you guys feel free to, comment and talk about whatever you want to talk about in the chat. So the first brand I want to talk about is Colored Raine. I think I have Colored Raine up to about here in this palette. So these are my depotted Queen of Hearts, a bunch of singles from Colored Raine because Colored Raine has beautiful eyeshadows. Probably one of my favorite indie formulas. I know Audra's a fan because she talks about them on her channel. So I got Queen of Hearts, 2 mini palettes, the Celebration palette that they did, that was the colorful one with the blue packaging. I can't remember what it's called right now. And their pigments, matte pigments, all of that is right here. So I am so proud of this palette because it's so pleasing to look at. And I just love their eyeshadows. Their shimmer pigments or their shimmer formula is impeccable. So these are from Colored Raine. I don't know if you guys have tried Colored Raine, but yeah, that is one of my favorite indie brands, and I've loved them for a long time. I still remember I asked for the Queen of Hearts palette for Christmas one year, and my husband bought it for me, and I was obsessed with that palette. So anytime I see it on sale, I try to remind people get yourself some Colored Raine. You will not regret it. Emily, I love that you depotted your Colored Raine. Yeah, I don't do a lot of depotting, but honestly, I felt like maybe I would reach for them more if I depotted them. So just so you guys know too, if you are trying to depot, what I did was I took a wax paper and I put it on the palette, and then I had an iron. So I used the iron to melt the glue, and they came off pretty easily. I have like a few casualties, but nothing too bad. And I have no idea how I broke the yellow shade in their Vivid Pigment. So that's my big old colored Raine. Then you know that the makeup savage in me, I bought the pigments in the palette format. I really, 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 really wanted to just have them all in a palette so I could like access them easier. I don't. Judge me all you want. I don't care. These are so pretty. So when they had a sale, I was like, you know what? Let me quick grab these and get them going. So here I have them, and I want to do a video where I compare the originals to the palette, because I think a lot of people wish they could get these as singles. So hopefully, you know, Colored Raine will hear us and do that. I've also tried Colored Raine's liquid lipstick formula, and it's really good. I recently got rid of them because they were kind of old, so I did get rid of them. So then the other thing I very recently bought from Colored Raine, oops, that's upside down, is this beautiful palette, or what do you call this? I don't know, this big old book. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, yes, they are. They're so pleasing to look at. I'm very proud of how I have them organized. Karen, the new palette is a different formula. Yeah, that's what I heard. So I want to compare them. Is this new vegan formula, does the formula feel any different? You know, Emily, I would tell you if I tried them, but I haven't. So I'm so sorry. Yeah. I literally just ordered these. Like these came like last week. So they're pretty new to me. Okay, Pete's answered your question. Yes, the new formula is vegan. So this guy, I originally was like, you know what? I don't need this. And then it was on sale. So this is the Book of Shades, I believe. It's so heavy, guys. I don't think this is like one of the heaviest single shadow palette thingies you could ever get, but I really wanted this to store some of my like special singles in. So it's got like 3 pages, and so I've got them full of like different collections right now. So yeah, I really like this. Oh gosh. Okay, the last one's, oh, I got 1 shadow in there. So I'm hoping to put my Divina single shadows in here when those come through. So I really, really like this. And then the other thing too that Colored Raine makes, you guys know me for these big palettes. They're such good quality. I've had this one for a long time. The Power collection is always half, well, I shouldn't say always, but it's half off most of the time. So you can get this one for like 20 bucks. And if the black coloring, like, I mean, I know a lot of people don't watch the show Power, so they're probably like, what the heck? But if you want a good deal on a giant magnetic palette, this is where it's at, in my opinion. So yeah, the shadow book does look really good. So if you're looking for an affordable magnetic palette that's bomb, these ones by Colored Raine are so good. And then just look at how many shadows I can fit in there. These are my CLIAUD singles. I got some Divina. Send help. Okay, so this is why I'm sitting next to my shelf, so I can grab things. I need to work out. Anyway, okay, back to, so Colored Raine. Okay, so a few more Colored Raine palettes. We've got this guy, which I just did a video. Well, I didn't just do a video on this, but this is supposed to be coming back from Colored Raine, and I hope it comes out soonish, so you guys can get your hands on this. This is one of the most beautiful grungy palettes ever. I love it so much. If you want to see some looks, I have at least one on my channel, and then check that community playlist. If you guys see anyone doing videos on this, let me know. I can try and get those videos added to our Black owned brand awareness playlist as well. But I love this palette so much. If you guys want to see swatches or anything, let me know, because I just assume most of you have seen this stuff, so I'm not really planning on swatching anything unless people request. Okay, I'm so nervous to have a giant magnetic palette. I've dropped too many palettes. Yeah, that's a valid concern. But yeah, I think my floor is carpet, so I don't worry about that too much. But yeah, that's a valid concern. Okay. Safari Rain comes back June 11th at 9 a.m. Yeah, they did post about it, and I just can't remember the date, so sorry. But so that's a really good one. And then I have the Power palette that they did as well. This one I think is getting a lot of love from purple lovers out there. If you love purples, mauve tones, like these are beautiful. And again, Colored Rain, the shimmer formula is unbelievably good. Like if you are a person of color, if you are light skin tone, I think it honestly will work for all skin tones. And I I just don't know how much more I can rave about how blendable these are and everything. So if there's any other people that love Colored Rain in this chat, just shout it out and tell people what you think, because I swear their stuff is so good, and I believe they're all made in the USA. Yeah, just so you guys know. Oh, and Colored Rain is in Target now, which is really cool. So you can actually buy their palettes on Target, I believe, too, which is nice. If people don't know about them, you know, hopefully they'll find them on like Target's website and stuff like that. So good stuff. I want Colored Rain to release more blush duos. Yeah, I didn't buy the blush duos just because I didn't really know like how the shades would look on me, and I probably could have found more information on it, but I wasn't really looking for any blush duos at the time, so I didn't get any, but I've heard nothing but good things about them. So good to know. I think about buying them. Yeah. Yeah, really, really good. Release more blushes. Where are we at? Colored Rain has had singles before. Yes, they have. That's what's in my Black Adept palette that I showed at the start. And I like their liquid lipsticks, like I said. Okay, which brand? Oh, let's give don't they still have singles, I believe. Half the time they're out of stock, but let me show you guys the singles again, just in case anybody missed them. The singles are so good, and they used to have really good sales on their singles. Yeah. Oh my god, this Adept palette, I swear to god I'm gonna break something. Like this single from Colored Rain used to blow my mind. It's called Malibu. Obviously there's like lots of more blues now, but it was like the prettiest. Like, do you see that pigmentation? Oh lordy lord. Like you can just tell these are the most like buttery, beautiful colors. And of course, like I'm so bad at using my singles sometimes, but like they're so pigmented. Like let's not get me swatching, because you guys will be here till 4 o'clock. But they're so like they just glide on. Did you guys just see me swatch those? Unbelievable. So good. Okay. I was so excited last time I went shopping in the States in February. Sadly, there were only 2 color palettes. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Okay. And Emily says their bullet lipstick formula is nice too, if you guys have not tried anything from them. So all of their singles, their browns are staples for me. So true. Their shadows are like butter. I don't know if that helps anyone, but that's the consistency I like in my eyeshadows, is to be really, really buttery. So, okay, next I have this Adept palette. This one has my JD Glow shadows in it. So, yeah, let's go like this. So there they are. Oh, here they are. JD Glow is also a Black-owned brand. Obviously, all the brands I'm talking about today are Black-owned. And these are, like everyone says, these are dupes to Pat McGrath's special shades. I personally think you can have both, because I'm a makeup savage. And the reason I say that is because I just bought like their Galaxy shadows, because I just love to do whatever shadows in the crease, and then I just throw one of these on and it's like a statement eyeshadow. You know what I mean? So these are just stunning. They're glittery, they're pigmented. You don't really need a glitter glue, in my opinion, to use them. These are just some quick swatches. I know Emily's a fan. She's like, JD Glow. I mean, they're so freaking pigmented. Like, what the heck, right? Like they're so pretty. And they, again, also a brand that has really good sales. They just came out with the most beautiful neon and pastel liners. And they have these multi-chromes. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, I have their multi-chrome somewhere. Here we go. Here's their multi-chromes, I believe. Okay. Oh, wrong side. Okay, so here's JD Glow's multi-chromes is this row right here. And they're really good. They're a little bit pricey, but you know, if you want some good multi-chromes, actually I think I just accidentally swatched some of a different brand too. But this is the shade from JD Glow that everyone is saying is the dupe to the multi-chrome in Pat McGrath's new Divine Rose palette, and Rose 2. So you can probably just pick up the multi-chrome if you want. So this is JD Glow No Way. Ah! Ooh. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to... Okay, here we go. Do you guys see the flip? There it is. Oh, God! Don't. Guys. I'm a pro. I'm a pro at this. Can you tell? I've got too many things on my lap. Okay, we gotta figure this out quick. I hit some button. I hit the wrong button. Okay, so that's JD Glow's multi-chromes. I also have some beautiful multi-chrome liners from them that I really, really like. But honestly, my favorites are these shadows. And then they very recently came out with some new shades that I also picked up because I can't be tamed. And here's these ones. I was hoping to use these in a in a video, just haven't yet. So these are their newest shadows. Let me just swatch them for you guys while I have you here with me. I don't know why I bought these shadows because I have these colors like 100 times over, but I just couldn't help myself. So those are the new JD Glow shadows I picked up. Okay, so where are JD Glow shadows made? I think somebody said the States. I believe they are based out of the US. Been thinking of getting some JD Glow. They look amazing. So really quickly, I was talking to Pete's this morning as well as Legally Black Beauty. And I don't know how we got into this conversation. Pete's actually wanted to tell me that Give Me Glow isn't Black owned. Legally Black Beauty actually had a screenshot of a Instagram post, I think that Manny had posted saying Give Me Glow was Black owned or something like that. But as I've been corrected, Give Me Glow is not Black owned, just so you guys know, because I don't know where I heard that, but that's what I've been told now. So just so you guys know, yeah, the Lilac JD Glow, yeah, and like all of these, their Galaxy shadows are so good. So has anyone tried Girl Meets Makeup? I believe they are Black owned. I just learned of them and they have some pretty palettes. Yeah, I have not. But okay, they're made in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm late. Oh, there she is. The fountain of most of my knowledge, I swear. Hi. Yay. Okay. If anybody has questions, ask Legally Black Beauty because she's really, really good. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about you because I said that you told me, like, you're like, where did this whole Give Me Glow is Black owned come from? And I was like, I don't know. I thought they were. And that we were talking about it. So, anywho's, okay. If anybody has questions, ask Legally Black Beauty. Please go and follow her on Instagram. I've heard so many content creators talk about her, and I don't know why her Instagram isn't like exploding with you guys following her. So you guys need to go do that. Okay, next one. What do we want to do? Okay, let's do some lesser known, or not lesser known, but like this one I haven't talked about on my channel yet, but I was so inspired to pick this palette up. Actually, a long time ago, I bought this in like, was it January? There was a sale. I think it was President's Day. And my friend Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun, has talked so much about this brand. She met the owner. This is Beauty by Stoney, the Remedy palette, the Remedy eyeshadow palette. She just talked about how good this palette was. And I was so inspired because Amanda doesn't really wear a ton of color. So I was like, oh, I wonder what this brand is. Like, it sounds interesting. So I purchased their palette, and this is what the palette looks like. I know Annette's Makeup Corner has done a review on this palette. I've seen quite a few people actually talk about this brand. It's just not something I'd heard of. So very excited to actually have this now because I believe they sold out because Amanda did a video highlighting them as a Black-owned makeup brand. And they did sell out of this palette. So I hope it comes back in stock soon. If any of you guys are interested, I kind of want to swatch this because I've never swatched this before. So I love Colored Raine and wish they would release more eyeshadow palettes. You know, Banshee Muse, I think they were kind of on a kick at one point. They were coming out with more things. So who knows, like maybe finances, you just never really know. And then going into Target, I'm sure it takes a ton of work because we kind of saw that happen with Makeup Geek too. I'm sure it's like a massive project. And then maybe when you're a smaller business, it just kind of managing it all could be more difficult. I don't know. But yeah, I want them to come out with like every shade of the rainbow because every color is so good with them. To be honest, I saw a decent amount of misinformation about them. Yeah, it's so hard to figure it out. And then also you can't just base it off of like seeing a picture of an owner. So the other one, I was trying to look for information because people have been like DMing me asking me if brands are Black owned, and I was like, I honestly don't know. The one brand I wasn't sure about myself, and you guys, if you know, this would totally help me to know if they are or not, is Cosette. Because I know Makeup Struggles used to talk about Cosette, and I looked on their website and I couldn't find them. Like if it listed that they were Black owned, but if you guys know, that would be super helpful for me to know. Yay! That's awesome. Thank you so much for following her because her Instagram is excellent. Okay, where are we going? Vital if you need to see swatches on deeper. Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys. Please go follow her. That's awesome. I'm so late. Glad to catch the live though. You're not that late. I kind of started early. Okay, and Lorraine is the owner of Colored Raine. Is that right, Audra? I'm assuming that's who, yeah. And I'm okay to patiently wait. Yes, I think I saw that. Didn't they like tease that on Trend Mood? I'm excited to see what they come out with. Foundation is on the horizon soon for Colored Raine. The formula looks beautiful on the owner's skin. That's awesome. It looks like you guys have some insight information there, perhaps. Emily, me too. I saw listed reposted by big brands. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. It's so scary too because it's so hard because you want to share information, but the last thing you want to do is share misinformation too. I think part of the misinformation has come from people using people of color Black. Yes, true. That's true. Yes. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, should I swatch this? Because I feel like I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this brand. So, you know, a lot of the brands I have stuff from are like definitely brands that most of us know about. So that pink shade just swatched like it felt so soft. That was amazing. So that's really cool. Yay. I don't recall. Yeah, I don't know where I got that from, and that could totally just be me, but I'm very, very sorry if I was the misinformed person there. So, these are swatching really nice. Oh, that's so pretty. It's a pretty green shade. These are really nice. Wowee. Okay. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I must say it's so hard for me to catch lives because of my like work schedule, but thank you for sharing that information. This is made in the PRC, but I know this brand is Black owned, and it is also, I believe she's a veteran as well. Paraben free, cruelty free, and vegan products. 12-month shelf life. Okay, let me swatch the rest of the shades. These are really creamy. Holy smokes. I'm shocked at how creamy these are. Woo! Okay, that shade. They're kind of like very muted, colorful shades, but okay, cool. I have no idea if I heard JD Glow, gorgeous. I think people just jumble up JD Glow and Give Me Glow in their heads. Okay, could be that. I think Give Me Glow is Hispanic owned, out of Los Angeles, not positive. Okay. That's what I think happened too. Okay, perfect. Agreed, Emily. I know I have confused the two brands. I haven't either. I want to be clear. I'm not trying to justify anyone's mistakes. I thought that this might be an area where people are not paying close enough attention. Okay, I might have missed what that was in response to, but okay, so the last row is also exciting. You know I like a good gold shade, even though I wear color sometimes. A good gold shade is a good time. So these are so pretty. This is definitely like a, oh, do you guys just see that purple? What on earth? That was gorge. Red and gold and yellow. Ooh. So yeah, I would say that this is really not a color story that like I really would say I'm drawn to, but I really like how these swatch, and now I'm like really excited to put this on my eyes, especially that purple. Holy crap, that swatched amazing. I'm kind of shocked a little bit. I'm just a little bit shocked. Okay. So that is that. Yeah. And I really like the size too. It's very nice. So that was just a brand that I found through my friend Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun. And she's been talking about Beauty by Stoney for a while. She had talked about how she met her at like a beauty event and just thought she was the coolest. So I thought I'd share that. They do swatch beautifully. Launched DJS Unique Boutique launched a beautiful, colorful palette a few days ago, and the shimmers are my soul. Ooh, now I want to know what that looks like. I would buy that for the purple alone. Give me that purple right now. Seriously. What the heck? Let's see here. Basically, my point was people are not talking enough. Make sure they don't use people. Oh, okay. Yes, gotcha. Makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. I'm a sucker for green, so oh, sorry, Emily. Okay. Oh, okay, yep. Okay, what am I saying? Still hard to go past Juvia's shadows. Yeah, those mattes look beautiful. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun palette to play with. Okay, so Juvia's Place, I have actually been, not that I decluttered to be like, to say that I decluttered. I've been collecting Juvia's Place for a while, and what I felt like I was doing was I was kind of buying every palette just to collect them, which I sometimes do. especially with like ABH and Juvia's Place, Pat McGrath. You know, I don't really think of the color story. It's like if I see a new release from some of these brands, I just buy them and it doesn't really matter. So with Juvia's Place, once they started making more neutral palettes, it kind of got me to like pause and reflect and say like, maybe Karen, you shouldn't buy every palette just so you can keep collecting. So I have decluttered a lot of my Juvia's Place collection. I have these palettes from them. I did try to look and make sure I didn't have, oh, I have the mini palettes too, which see, I keep forgetting stuff. They're up there. They're like way too high up for me to grab. I still have a concealer from them. I really like their concealer. This is in the shade 15. And I bought these on their website. My friend Amy Loves Makeup had me try their stick foundation, which is also a really good foundation. So they have a lot of stuff. It's really fun to see them diversify their product lineup, because I know a lot of brands start focusing on eyeshadow, and it's nice to have seen them grow and grow and grow. So that's cool. I'm going to get ready in New York. Invited me to his you know what? It's like a pool in the summer. It's like, how can you pass that up? Have a nice day, Audra. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Audra, I can just imagine your two Marco Polos, because, yeah. You guys have to go watch Emily, Audra, and Kara to find out the tea about Audra's New York pool party. Not New York, in New York. Her friend, her special friend from New York. Okay, what did I read? Right, mine gets here Monday, and I've never wanted a week to go by so fast. Oh, funny. Oh, yeah, I suppose at the moment. What's my favorite Juvia's Place palette? Oh, goodness. Okay, so I think I'm still stuck on the Tribe, but here's the thing. I haven't used this in a while, so it's one of my goals to definitely figure this one out. Or what am I saying? I want to try this again and decide, because time goes by so fast, and there's so many brands, and sometimes I feel like I kind of forget about how I feel, so I need to try this again. But usually it's the Tribe palette. So since we're talking about it, we might as well swatch it, but I know Emily just got the Tribe palette as well. I want Pool Ocean Time so bad. I worry about that happening at a time. Yeah. I listened to your live the other day. Yeah, they got taken off of YouTube for talking about scandalous things that oh my god, you guys are, yeah. My husband's like, what are you watching? And I'm like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so yeah, I really love this palette. I love this one color, Coral. Oh, so pretty. Let's see if I can do this color some justice. I love Juvia's because their palettes are so like pigmented, obviously, because they are made for people of color. And so I don't know. I just really, really love this palette. I love the packaging. I love that it's green. Like, I think we take it for granted that there's so many green palettes now. But remember the time when you couldn't find a green palette to save your life, and and all you would have wanted was a green palette. So yeah. Yeah, unpopular opinion, my Nubian 3 Coral is my favorite Juvia's Place. Yeah, and you know, I'm glad they did neutrals, because even though it's not my favorite thing from them, I think it drew a lot of people to the brand, which I think was really smart. Yeah. See, the thing is, Emily, I feel like there's so many olive green palettes, so I'm happy they did something with like the greens that get a little less attention sometimes. So I'm so basic, but I love the original Nubia the most. Yeah. Well, you do bridal makeup. It makes sense. To each their own. Swatch arms are a mood. I swear, sometimes I'm like, is this a trend? Can we make this happen? Like, can I just walk around Earth with swatches on my arms? Okay, so here is another favorite of mine, the Nomad palette. I just love this color story so much. I don't know. It's a tough one, but I just, oh, it's so good. Like the mustards and it's yummy. So I really like that. My friend Angie made me buy this one because she does so many beautiful looks with this. This is the Warrior 3 by Juvia's. I didn't buy this when it originally launched because I'm like, really, Juvia's Place? Like, what on earth even? And then I saw her do like a 3 looks 1 palette, and I was like, damn it, Angie. And then I bought it, and it's nice. I've definitely used it. Definitely haven't used it enough, but I really do like this one as well. Okay, where are we at? That's why I got the Blush Try palette with green and purple. Yeah. Stephanie Goring, OG Nubian is still my favorite. See, you guys find friends. I pair the Nomad with the Tribe all of the time. That is such a good idea, Yolan. I just don't love the blue tone greens like the dark matte and the dark shimmers, but I see why it's popular. Yeah. Juvia's Plus got me into playing with color and thinking about non-typical color combinations. That's awesome. Saharan is my favorite. The Saharan was my favorite for a long time too. The Warrior and the Tribe are my favorite. Love, love, love. Juvia's Place, Color Raine, Pat McGrath are my favorite Black-owned beauty products. Yes. That sounds gorgeous. Yeah, such a good idea. I think that was great. The Nomad is so pretty. Yes. My fave is the large Masquerade palette. There's some fun colors in there. I don't have the Saharan 2, but I've always thought it was pretty. Yeah. Oh, green blush try palette. Oh, green blush. Oh, yes. Yep. Okay. I had to think about that one. Yes. Is their brand closed now completely? I haven't looked on their website for a while, so I'm not sure. I only have the Festival palette, which is pretty good, but I feel like none of their color stories are like my perfect color story. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know, it's your opinion and you're definitely entitled to it. So I can see how that makes sense. This one, Paulina loves this palette so much. And again, I love Paulina, and I'm like, she makes me want to be a better person and try my eyeshadow palettes more. So I keep holding on to this one because I really, really need to pull this out more. So this is the Festival palette by Juvia's. I don't even remember the names. I used to love Juvia's Place, you guys, a lot more than I do now. So that's why, and then once I went neutral, I was like, eh. And now I feel like I'm back to still really, really loving them. And I have their mini palettes, but I forgot to grab them. So there's that. I understand. That's why I keep, yeah, and that's okay. And I think the great thing is too, you can get so many of these at such a good price. So my favorite is still the Warrior. Second is Tribe. This is so fun reading your guys' favorites. Isn't Blush Tribe rebrand? Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I'm sorry. They said they were going to close, and then I heard that then they said they're going to rebrand. So I don't really know. I think Blush Tribe closed down forever. I just turned around and said, Mom, Karen pronounced my name correctly. Yes. That means so much to me. Thank you. I think they are all closed up, Blush Tribe. Honestly, have you guys, so do you guys know this, that Certify and Blush Tribe are sisters and they have the 2 different brands? Because I actually really like Certify's, like, the palettes, that they're all the same size. I don't know, that like makes me like weirdly happy. And I like the Certify formula. I felt like it's more consistent. I have 3 Certify palettes. I know they're not Black owned. I believe they're women of color owned, but I think they're from Pakistan, if I remember correctly. But since we're talking about it anyway, I honestly feel like the 2 sisters should just work together. Oh yeah, about Ace Beauty. Shoot, yes. I meant to grab them. I'll grab them in a second. Okay. Temperature try because I like greens, but I feel like only buy them for singular shades. Is that a bad thing? Terrible. I'm a terrible influence. Oh god. Ace Beauty inspires. Yeah, very split up. People love them. Yeah. I'm definitely on the less love side, but I want to be Switzerland. That's my stance on, like, I want to support everyone, and then people can just decide who they want to pick and choose and support. That's fine. I've only tried a few Ace Beauty shadows, and they don't do Yeah, I've had very mixed experiences for sure. Okay, let me skip down here and read what Paige has to say. I have the Oceanic and the Flare on my wish list for a while, but never pulled the trigger because they have the Paradise palettes, and I sort of feel very exputative. That's fair. Okay, here's the Saharan. Oh, wait, is this the one Paulina likes? I'm getting confused now. This one was my favorite for a long time before the Tribe came out, just because I was obsessed with pinks. And I just thought this was so pretty. And also, like, what a beautiful eyeshadow and face palette. Also, the Juvia's Place blush palettes are so good. Like, so good. Totally worth checking out. So underrated. And then this is the newest, Wahala. I have a feeling this is going to come back. There's no way they're just going to, like, release it randomly one time, right? The Fancy Face most recent video is some of the best colorful blending I've ever seen. Yeah, her makeup collection, oh, I love staring at it, and she's such a fun channel to watch as well. Very educational. So I actually, you know, now seeing this as I'm looking at my other palettes, this is probably the only Juvia's Place palette that I have with this many shades. So I'm glad I have this one now in my collection so I can speak about them. I really think this is a nice palette. I'm not in love with the price point. I wish they had made it a little bit more affordable, because I think once you factor in shipping, you're probably paying close to like $40 with this palette, which is just a different price point for Juvia's Place. So I do have a video where I did like a first-ish impressions with this palette. So you guys might want to check that out if you want to see more about it. If you have any questions, let me know so that I can answer anything. Do you have the Queen palette? I did. It was nice, but I honestly liked the blush palettes more for face products. And then as eyeshadows, I didn't really love the color combo. So I did end up actually decluttering that one. Oh, was it limited edition? Sorry, I had no idea. Okay, yes, I love JP's blush palettes. I have the lighter one and everything. Yes, so good. Blushes are bae too. The Fumi Queen is pretty nice. I don't think it got its due. Okay. Man, you're making me itchy to buy, especially Oh, you know what? This video is about, if y'all don't know, Tina, Audra, Alicia, and Killer King are going to be live on Jen Loves. That's awesome. Thanks, Emily. This video is not about getting you guys to buy stuff. Just so you know, it's just about bringing awareness and giving Black-owned brands a platform to be shared, and giving you guys a chance to share about Black-owned brands so that we can all learn. And at a future time when you want to purchase, you can purchase, or if you have a boatload of money right now, do it now too. I'm going to put this down and grab my Ace Beauty palettes real quick. It's going to require me to stand, so hold on 2 seconds. Oh gosh. Can I reach them? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Hee hee. Okay, so here's the two Ace Beauty palettes I have. I have the Oceanic, but it is on loan to a YouTube friend who wanted to test it out. So I sent it to her to check out. So I only have these two. This one I honestly didn't really love. I love this color story, but I just thought it was kind of patchy and it didn't really blend too hot. So I don't love. And I know this was in a BoxyCharm, so a lot of you got this in BoxyCharm. And if you have a different opinion, I'm so happy to hear it. And then this is the Flare palette, and this one I actually bought as a gift to a friend, so I've never actually used this. And I was supposed to meet her in when me and my husband were planning a trip to France, which we ended up not taking, but I was gonna gift this to a YouTube friend of mine that was gonna meet me there, and we never went to France, and I never ended up gifting this to her, and then she moved. It was like a whole thing, so we never actually got a chance to meet up. So I haven't actually used this one. It's just like sitting here in my collection. I keep meaning to do something with it, but so I don't know anything about this palette. The Oceanic, I do like. I think it's a beautiful color story. Is it like revolutionary considering how many blue-green palettes we have these days? Probably not, but it's nice. It's nicer than the Paradise collection, in my opinion. That all other indie brands should be sure to do is feature Black content. Social, yeah. I totally agree. It's so crazy because I've always felt like it's such an obvious thing that brands could do, and it just shocks me that they haven't like stepped up to the plate sometimes with that. I feel the same way about the palette I got in my boxy by themselves. The shadows are gorgeous, but I do not love the way they blend. Okay, good to know. Product performing on deeper skin is only one part of this. Yeah. So true. I'm going to clean this off, sorry, because I'm so scared I'm going to get this everywhere. So I'm just going to clean my hands off. So we can swatch more, maybe? Did I swatch anything? Oh, I haven't done anything on this arm yet. Okay, so let's see here. Let's talk about... Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't have too much to say on Ace Beauty, Legally Black Beauty. If you have anything else you want me to talk about, let me know if you have questions. But yeah. Okay, so let's talk really quick about Fenty. I don't have any of her eyeshadow palettes, but I have a lot of her complexion products. I'm not a huge fan of Fenty's like highlighters, her powder highlighters, but I do have 3 of her cream blushes. I have her cream bronzer, and I have her regular bronzer, and then I do have Trophy Wife, which like basically broke the internet when she launched this color because it was kind of very different. And honestly, the day I bought Trophy Wife, I was with probably one of the palest people I know, and it looked beautiful on her. The girl at Sephora put it on her, and I was shocked at how stunning Trophy Wife looked on a light skin tone as well. So I think that it's also good to give props to Black-owned brands when they take the time to make sure their products work on different skin tones, because I think that is a big deal. You know, people, we always applaud like mainstream brands for being people of color friendly, but I think like that's the minimum requirement, right? But if you're Black owned and you cater to diverse skin tones, like that, I think is such a huge achievement because you're more inclusive than the mainstream brands are, then, in my opinion. Totally agree. Karen posted something about that on her story. I think even if you only have one person on the staff, you should still do. Yeah, I think Amy talks about that a lot too. It's like, how is it hard for you to find somebody to swatch on? Like, you know, there's like a neighbor or a staff member that you can pay, or even in the case of like Wayne Goss, like that's the thing, like I couldn't understand with his lipstick launch. He sent the lipsticks to like 1 or 2 influencers as PR. So it's like, okay, if you are struggling and you only have 5 PR kits you can send out, why would you send 5 kits to people with similar skin tones? You know, reach out to people that are different skin tones and say, hey, you know, we'd really like some swatches. Please, if you wouldn't mind, you know, if we can send you this in exchange, if we can give you something, some form of payment, because I know people say it's important. I honestly would do swatches. Like, I would do swatches to help brand and mostly to help customers, because I just think it makes such a difference in like how your brand is perceived if you take the time to include many different skin tones. Where is the light? I get the message. Oh, sorry, hold on. I have one of the Fenty cream brushes and I absolutely love. Oh, that's nice. Has a good shade range for many years. Oh, I only have Rose Latte too. I agree with me. I want to see brands show their PR list. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I'm on like I think most of the brands I'm on PR for are indie. No, they're all indie. I'm like trying to think like what brands. And for me, I'm definitely not the darkest skin tone. So obviously I don't know, you know, it's funny because when people tell me like their swatches help me, it helps me understand my value. I was telling Pete's that this morning. I was like, I don't know, like if I'm helping anyone. Like I have no clue. Like to me, it's like I guess like there's people that are my skin tone, so hopefully I'm helping them. But even people darker than me, it does help for them to have at least like a medium. But that shouldn't be the like it shouldn't stop at my skin tone. You know, PR should extend way further down and to the lighter categories. Like for example, with Kaleidos, I'm wondering who is darker than me that's on their PR list because I haven't seen any swatches on anyone other than deeper than me. Have you guys? Like, if you have, let me know because I love Kaleidos, but we're still trying to figure that one out. So, oh, have a nice day, Neon Cartoon Raccoon Beauty. Or at least if someone has purchased the product and then post swatches. Yes, that too. I know that's the other thing too. I don't get why brands don't repost. I know that like my pictures aren't the most beautiful, like most amazing flat lay Photoshop, like beautiful backgrounds. Like honestly, like I take product pictures on my phone. I come home from work. If I have a new package, I put the palette on a like a marble piece of fake paper and I try to get the best picture I can. So I definitely don't think like my calling is to be a product photographer, but I mean, why don't brands repost that stuff? Like I honestly think in my head it's like am I not editing enough? Am I not smoothing out my skin enough? Like I do think of those things. I don't know if I'm like maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I think of things sometimes. I'm like why am I not getting a a repost? Is it because I don't like fit that mold of like the perfect aesthetic of like, ah, look at me. I'm an influencer now. Anyway, let's see what you guys think because I'm curious to know where did I stop? Oh, here we go. Okay. The other problem is companies that just Photoshop. Yeah, that's not good. Amy catches those. I'm like, how are you so good at detail? Like, I remember when Tower 28, I don't know if you guys remember Tower 28. I think she talked about it in Indie Makeup Spotlight where they paid somebody for their swatches and Amy caught like a birthmark on the arm and she could tell that they had just changed the skin tone and like regurgitated the swatch and she reached out to them and I was like, Amy, I'm glad you're like paying attention because I would never have caught that. Like I wouldn't have. And it's cool that we have people like that policing the beauty community a little bit. Like I'm not gonna lie. Because people do some shady stuff. Thank you guys. When it comes to PR, yeah. I agree, Karen. You have helped me, but I still have to guess some because our skin tones. Exactly. That's so true. And it's not fair. A menagerie reposts so many people's looks and swatches of all. Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like I've seen. I know Menagerie has reposted my pictures as well, and I appreciate that when brands can do that. Like honestly, you shouldn't have to have this like perfect everything to have a picture reposted. Like regardless what big brands, I feel like they send it to the same big YouTubers or color. There are plenty of other small YouTubers who are people of color and like the thing with like the bigger YouTubers too is like how effective is that? Like, I have no idea. Did Alicia get Kaleidos? Maybe I'm imagining things. I think she did, but this is where I would encourage you guys to follow Legally Black Beauty because she's so good at articulating herself. Might have something to do with the fact that she's a lawyer, but also she's just so good. Like, she explained in a series of posts a few weeks ago how maybe like Alicia Kinky Sweat is more like a medium skin tone in the Black women color spectrum. So she was trying to find dark YouTubers, like deep dark YouTubers. And so she just really explained, oh, here, see, she said it how it is. Alicia did get Kaleidos, but she doesn't have a dark or deep skin tone. And I think that's important for non-people of color to understand. It's something I had to kind of realize too when Legally Black Beauty said it. I was like, oh, yeah, no kidding, you're right. Because I think Alicia is maybe my skin tone. She just happens to be a person of color. I think we're very close. Maybe not exact, but we're pretty similar skin tones, to be honest, from what I can tell. I love brands when I love when brands repost and I want to see real looks and swatches. Sometimes I just mumble to myself. I asked Kaleidos, who is dark skin, on their PR when I asked them about the blush situation. They said they are open to recommendations. That's good to know. And that's what me and like I was thinking too is like, I think the blush thing was a huge misstep in their launch. I honestly don't understand like the theme and then the packaging they chose for the blushes. I think it's like very, very unfortunate like that they did that. And yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, yes. Tina does get Kaleidos PR, so that's cool. I'm so glad Amy asked the PR pull-up question because that's the stuff I want to see. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what we hear back. I wear some of the shades in foundation that Tina does, and some brands call our skin tone deep enough. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like if you are a brand and you're struggling and you only have 5 PR thingies, don't send them to 5 people with the same skin tone, you know. And the thing is too, I feel like creators would understand. Like if I got an email saying, Karen, I am struggling, I have 5 PR kits to give out, here's the list of people I'm thinking of sending these 5 to. Do you think that this would cover a wide enough variety of skin tones? And I know influencers and brands have relationships, and you'd think that they would have good enough relationships where they can have honest conversations with people that are affiliates with them and stuff like that. Like, I agree that the problem, there's too much cookie cutter beauty on popular social media. Yeah, honestly, I do think that. By our powers combined, we are a beauty force to be reckoned with. Ain't that the truth? We need people. Yeah, for sure. You guys are not gonna let people slide anymore. Yeah, I think people conflate blackness with deep and dark skin. Swatches on lighter skin black person won't help dark skin black people. Yeah, so true. No, Karen, I think Alicia is lighter than you now that she has been keeping up with her sunscreen because of quarantine. Oh, it's funny. Brands know the difference though because they make 40 light foundations, so they understand that there is a spectrum. Kaleidos or list has grown a lot though. Most of the ones I've seen on it is white. Yeah, so true. I do agree with that. It is true. It seems like they have grown their PR list. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy I'm on their PR list because I love their makeup. But it's like it's like the foundations have a spectrum on your PR list. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Hey, oh, hi Katie Marie. You guys, if you don't watch Katie Marie, you should. She is a lover of colorful makeup as well. What's also ridiculous is that most bright deep blushes are actually super wearable on light skin. Making pale blushes is a choice. Yep. I enjoy Kaleidos a lot, but I'm questioning their choices hard with the new collection PR, color range, packaging, etc. Yeah, and I think everyone should question everything. I think um, I just for me it's hard because I know they're Asian they're Asian American owned brand, and so I have like a little bit of bias there because there's not a lot of Asian American makeup brands. It's same as black owned. It's like I know we're not talking about Asian minority owned makeup brands right now, but there's really not a lot of those either. So I don't I think that what Kaleido should do is take this as a learning opportunity to make themselves even better. And hopefully, you know, learn from what they've maybe lacked in this launch because I think they have a lot of good potential. Random, but I love your bracelet. Thanks, Katie. It's a Victoria Emerson wrappable bracelet. I actually really like these. They're so cute. It's like they're floral. Me and Katie, not Emily. Me and Katie have matching bracelets, so we bond based on that. Will they even show up on you? Okay, so I did swatch them on my dad, and I must say they didn't look so hot on him, but he's also like a dude, and I was swatching it on his arm. They actually look better on my face than when I swatched them on my arm, and they are very buildable. So maybe that'll redeem it. I don't know. I haven't done my review yet, but I was planning on mentioning those 2 points when I review the collection. But again, I'm not the darker skin tone out there, so I can't speak on it. I'm probably skipping the new Kaleidos. I feeling similarly. I'm like interested in their neon palette, but I don't know if I want to get it because of those reasons. Yeah, I think you know, like that saying, like shame, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. What is that saying? It's one of those like maybe they'll learn from it, and that's I think the most important thing, right? So we'll see. Okay, yes. Oh, and her kids are so adorable. Blush tribe. Oh, sweet. Your dad is all he's a character. He's like, what are you doing? He loves YouTube. Both my parents. It's so funny. I really hope Manny also does another blush for people with deeper skin tones. Yeah, I was kind of confused with Manny because the shades, the last 2 shades in the palette actually do look pretty dark, but the PR and like the product photos I didn't think were very good representations of the colors in his palette. So I think he almost shot himself in the foot with that one. So that's my theory on that. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's the thing too. It's like I'm not saying like, oh, give them a pass, but it's like if they learn from it, like, and change something, then we can't, you know, I'm not gonna like write them off. I'm disappointed in Lunar Beauty for releasing only 1 palette. I know they have constraints being an indie brand, but I'm still disappointed. Yeah, and makes sense. Okay, I got totally sidetracked because I love talking to you guys. It's like being on a giant group text at one time. So Fenty Beauty, my favorite Fenty Beauty product is this foundation. I love this in the summertime. I know it's a matte foundation and I have dry skin, but this foundation just works so well for me. And I know not a lot of people like this foundation, but I love the Pro Filter foundation in the shade 370. It does oxidize, but it's great. I love this color match. So good. So it's like my favorite thing from Fenty Beauty is the foundation. Yeah, Manny needs to redo his lighting. He got a lot of drama over his palette looking pastel for Halloween, but there was so much actual deep colors. Yeah. See? That is true. I wish he would have waited so that he could have done something like Juvia's palettes. Yeah. Honestly, I don't expect every brand to make everything from me. and this is just my personal opinion, if one brand met all my needs, I feel like it would honestly be a little less fun for me because I would just buy from that one brand and then I would never look back. So I do love that there is so much space for like minority and people of color and Black owned brands to come in and fill in those gaps. That makes me super duper happy. And the thing right now is that there's way more brands catering to a certain group versus another. So I think that's where we need to make more awareness happen, because there's probably little brands out there that none of us have heard of that probably have amazing products for different skin tones and we just haven't found them yet, most likely. I'm trying to be really positive here. I would have been nicer if Lunar Beauty did something like Alamar. Yeah, you know the thing? This is so funny. This is my controversial opinion about Alamar. So they were doing 100% of their proceeds to, I think they were donating the money from like a certain day. And Alamar's blushes and bronzers have been out of stock for so long. So it's like, even if you wanted to help, like wanted to buy something from them so you could support a woman-owned, person of color-owned brand, and then that money gets donated to, you know, a Black-owned or a Black Lives Matter charity, there was nothing to buy that would work on my skin tone. And I was a little bit salty about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, you're trying to donate this money, but all you have is like your lightest bronzer and your lightest blush palette in stock. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's not the end of the world, but I was like, kind of like, come on. Like, come on. I have Fenty lip glosses. I actually like the Tower 28 lip glosses. I think they're much nicer than Fenty. That's my controversial opinion as well. I really wish Fenty would release a tinted moisturizer BB cream. I want to try more of their complexion products, but I only like sheer coverage. Yeah, I understand. Fenty 310, so you are darker. Well, okay, so the thing is, like, I change shades all the time. All the time. So this one, I know I actually do wear this in the winter too. So also like undertones, it's it's a whole can of worms. That's a good point. Blushes, bronzers, and highlighter palettes could almost do passes only because they are so limiting. I love the value. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think Angie kind of explained this too, how sometimes if you're making a palette, it's not about the, like, a palette with 4 shades may end up costing a brand as many as much as a palette with 12 shades. So I think in Lunar Beauty's case, what they should have probably done is just done individual blushes, but I'm guessing that they were able to keep costs low. Like, that palette is $35. I think that's a great price point for a blush palette. The packaging is nice. It's an indie brand. Like, I'm not going to knock Manny. I'm hoping he'll just do more shades, like, or do a darker version or do individual blushes. Like, let's just all give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, because you know, Fenty bronzers are their best products, both powder and cream. I feel like so many brands do disservice to their products with lighting and their promo photos. Yeah. Let's not unpack that can of worms. I'm excited for Midas Cosmetics and Neo MUA's face palettes. Yes. Let's see what happens. I reach more for singles and duos. This has stopped me from buying more face palettes. Yeah. Same. Yes, I love Midas and Neon. But I agree. When brands make one size fits all face palettes, but when brands go through the effort of making light, medium, deep face palettes, I can wear every shade. Yeah. Yeah. So I recently bought the Jaclyn Hill highlighter palettes. I bought the darker one, and like, for me, I think I can maybe wear like 2 shades in the palette. So that was kind of like hard too, because usually if we get 2, there's light and dark, or like deep, and then like medium gets left in the dust. And I'm like, I can't buy both. So like, Ah. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's hard. Okay, so we talked about, and then I said Pat McGrath, I did a whole live about her last Friday, but I do have, I've actually tried most of her line. I did grab her foundation because I was digging through my foundation drawer, and this was definitely a foundation where it didn't start off as love. I think I'm like in a healthy place with this foundation. Like I like this foundation, but the price point like kills me. Like $75. But this is probably the most luxurious feeling complexion product out of her range. It's a nice glass bottle. I like the whole presentation. It's a nice foundation. Again, I don't know if she made enough shades, but maybe there's more coming. And I really, really like Pat McGrath. So that's why I did a whole video about her eyeshadow palettes last week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yes, thank you, Tans. I used to buy many things I couldn't use because I enjoyed the aesthetic. But if you released a second deeper palette, there is the controversy of being an afterthought. Um, this is true. I think it just depends on how you approach it. I think that I don't think I'll have to look at the palette. I swear it didn't look as light as it did when I saw people that actually bought the palette and I saw their pictures. I thought the last two shades were pretty dark. Like, not like it's going to cover everyone, but they did look decently dark. I just didn't want to buy a blush palette, you know, but these brands depend on us buying them both. Yeah, seriously. Has me wanting some of the special packaging from Pat McGrath. Yeah. See, okay, I think that with Pat, the thing is like people have no problem paying the price for Tom Ford makeup. So it really just comes down to what you want to pay, right? I don't think her products are overpriced. I just think that there's stuff that I can afford and there's stuff that I can't afford. And there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Like, I don't expect Louis Vuitton to lower their prices so I can afford a Louis Vuitton. I just have to make peace with myself that maybe I can't afford every nice thing in the world, and that's okay. I don't know. I think like Auntie Pat shouldn't have to reduce her prices, or not Auntie Pat, Mother Pat should have to reduce her prices to fit into our budgets, because maybe I mean, she's done a lot in makeup. Like, she's worked in the industry for years and years. She's a professional makeup artist. She works on, like, she should know her worth, right? Like, it's not fair for me to be like, oh, your products aren't worth that much. Like, no, she's earned it. Like, she's worked hard and she deserves to charge whatever price she wants. And it's the same with movie stars. Like, I'm not going to go up to, I don't know, Tom Cruise and be like, you know what, Tom, $15 million for a movie, it's pretty steep. Like, you know, like maybe you should just reduce your prices so you can be in more movies. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm nuts for thinking that way, but I just feel like we always tell people like, know your worth and don't do work for free and this and that. And it's like, why isn't that the same with brands? I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Anyone that wants to talk to me about it, it makes, and give me another perspective, I would be very, very appreciative. I hope he goes into blush. Yeah, I can see him doing singles, to be honest. Yeah, I think so too. If he did blush duos like the Cover FX ones, yeah, we'll see what happens. She shouldn't have to reduce her prices. Yeah, I don't think she should either. Yeah. I haven't had any bad customer service experiences with Pat McGrath. So originally I talked about it in my last live about when she first launched, like my order never came. And so I was kind of annoyed about that. But yeah, she is the only Black woman luxury brand. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's so true. You're not able to try Pat McGrath because yeah, she has lower price points. She does really good sales. She's got a firm on her website, which I'm not trying to promote that to you guys, but I'm just saying, like, if you really, really, really wanted to try Pat McGrath, there is a way. And I don't like, yeah, some of her stuff, it's like, oh my God, a 30-something dollar lipstick. But I mean, would anybody blink or bat an eye if they had to pay that for Tom Ford? Tom Ford products are not good in my opinion. That's how I feel too. Not trying to tell anyone what they should do with their money, but I do think that Pat McGrath, I like her products better than Tom Ford. If I could get matched at the store, I'd have, yeah, I mean, you know, maybe someday you'll show up at a store and that has it and be able to get shade match. I know I had to match myself online. So, okay, the next brand I want to talk about is Midas Cosmetics. And this is, I actually have a lot more stuff from them. I am a Midas affiliate. So she has sent me, she sent me these two and then I bought this one. This is the little lemonade palette. And of course, I haven't used this yet. This one is one that Teresa is Dead made me buy because she loves yellow eyeshadow. And I was like, let me check that out. So I really need to use this. So ring the shame bell because there's plenty of makeup I haven't used in my collection. I also haven't tried the High Times yet. I want to film a video with this just because you guys know I love green palettes. So this is her High Times palette, and it's got those grungy greens that some of you love. And her recent revamped Flower Bomb. And I have the Smoky Gold collab somewhere too. I'm sorry. I just grabbed a few things, but the Flower Bomb by Midas is so fun. This palette, like this new packaging is so cute. And then like these colors are so fun. Now I know some of you don't love pressed glitters, but I still think this is a fun palette. So just wanted to shout out Midas and their owner because I am an affiliate. I've had interactions with her and she is a sweetheart. Like she's so organized. She runs this brand. She's a mom, like props to her, you know? So I really, really like Midas a lot. I've got the classic champagne taste on a beer budget. Exactly. That is a mood, Bethany. Like that is literally the theme of my life. I bat my eyes at Tom Ford all the time. $88 for what? Exactly. All right. I got to head out. Y'all have a good day or a lovely day. Thanks, Alex. Have a nice one. Thank you for coming. Did I hear there's some Midas blushes coming? Yeah, they're doing some face palettes. So I'm hoping I get it in PR so I can show them to you guys. So that'll be fun. I love the lemonade palette. Okay. Also, to put things in perspective, one mini Tom Ford lipstick is $35, whereas Pat's are $35 full price for a full size and $25 for 3 minis. Dang right, you tell him. Bye, Alex. Midas High Times is beautiful. I'm a green shadow girl too. Yeah. I didn't really like Smoky Glow's palette. The mattes all blend together into the same shade of pink. Yeah, you might be. I think in her palette, it's the shimmers that are like really the standouts. But yeah, I mean, it is a very pink palette. 4 face palettes in collab with Neon MUA. Each palette has a blush, bronzer, highlight, and contour. Funsies. Emily Hanhan, have they shown the palettes? I think they've just shown the covers so far. Even if you can't afford it, it's important to have Black luxury. Same argument applies to Fenty clothing. It represents Black advancement and excellence. I love that. That's so true. Thanks for the info. I'll be picking up at least one. Yeah, I think she posted about it yesterday, and I think they're launching in July. Just outside packaging. Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that about Pat. While I get the customer service has had its issues, but she has an over 3.2 million people following. We are creating the FOMO as much as the brand is. I'm still waiting on all Tom Ford ranty videos of things selling out in 2 seconds and it being overpriced. I think people don't understand that it's part of this conversation too. Yeah, I agree. The flower bomb is beautiful, but I don't like glitters. That's okay. I do with their has yep. I keep lusting over the flower bomb palette. It's so pretty, but I've not seen reviews on it. Really? I know Smoky Glow was like obsessed with the flower bomb. She was probably like the first person, and I know Angie has it. I plan on doing a video with it. It's just, you guys, I don't even get PR, but like my own purchases, it's like I always end up like having to move things around in my YouTube schedule. And then it's like right now I haven't even been filming, so it's even worse. So I do apologize, but I'll definitely try and get some videos up for Midas for you guys. And I honestly feel like I should, because the brand is such a good brand. I've never been, yeah, I mean, it just depends. Okay, so let's talk about my one little powder from OPV Beauty. This was gifted to me by Angelica Nyquist, in the shade medium. This is our loose setting powder. I believe she got this in PR and she gave it to me, so I have it. I think OPV has some beautiful eyeshadow palettes. I don't own any of them at this moment in time, but hopefully in the future, they'll come out with something that I'd be interested in picking up. And then I wanted to shout out, of course, the Jackie Aina ABH collab. I think you can still find these on some websites. I don't think all the mainstream websites are carrying this, but I think it might still be available, at least on ABH's website. I don't know for sure though, so you guys check. But I just wanted to give this a shout out because it was a Black creator collab, which again doesn't happen enough. You know, just thinking of all the brands we talked about today, I don't know that any of them except Midas and Juvia's Place that have even collabed with Black owned or Black creators, like to do like a collection of sorts. So I think that would be something that would be great to see more of as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show my Jackie Aina palette because it is beautiful. It's such a beautiful palette. And I know a lot of you have picked this up recently and also when it first came out. Look at this packaging. Like, are you freaking kidding me? So I'm very happy I have that from ABH. And then, of course, Propa Beauty. Everyone's talking about Propa Beauty. We love Propa Beauty. And I do believe their pre-order is now live. I know they were donating some of the proceeds from the pre-order. I think that has now ended because that ended yesterday. But I've been loving these. I have the shade Profits, Believe It, and Focused. And I know a lot of creators have been posting swatch party videos. So check them out if you guys are interested. They're like a satin lipstick and they're very, not very glossy, but they're like a satin formula and they're so comfortable and I love the shades. So I really, really honestly wish I had the funds to buy their whole collection, but I don't because it was like $90 something. So I just got 3 of them. But they're Black owned. They're based in Arizona. These lipsticks are made in China, or made in the PRC. But I really like them. I love this packaging. I just love the nudes. The nudes are fire. Okay. Abby did a video too. Okay. Oshi version's Flower Bomb palette and compared it. Oh, yeah, that could work. Love the Jackie Aina palette. Me too. I do really want the OPV powder. I'm obsessed with finding the perfect setting powder for my sensitive skin. I hope you find it, Pete's. That's awesome. Karen, have you tried Briogeo? They are also Black owned. I have tried Briogeo. My hair is very finicky. I have really oily scalp, so most things don't work on my hair. But I do know, I did hear that Briogeo is Black owned. What brand would you love to do a collab with? Colored Raine. I would love to collab with Colored Raine. I love Colored Raine so much. Their shimmer formula, their metallics are so good. I couldn't say that enough. If Pat comes out with blush and bronzer, I'd be in heaven. You know what? I have a feeling it's coming. It's just a matter of time. Okay, this is Propa Beauty. They literally launched maybe like not even a month ago, and they came out with lipsticks, I think 12 nudes that are perfect for deeper skin tones. And they have some for light ones as well. And they're $12 and they're amazing. I don't know if anybody has any specific questions on them, but I swatched them about 2 weeks ago in a live. Mothership box is trash. Email with pictures, 25 Yep. I don't know if it depends on who you get or what, but I have been lucky. Yeah, I agree too. Girl, me too. And bronzers from her, forget it. Here's my card. Okay, I'm showered and fresh. I've been loving this conversation. Oh, thank you, Audra. Yeah, I'm just jabbering on about Propa. I know Audra tried them, Emily's tried them, Angie's tried them, Amy's tried them. So many YouTubers I know and love have been showing Propa Beauty a lot of love. Oh, and Britt Clark too, for really good reason. I think this brand really has what it takes to become a contender in the beauty space. So I'm wishing them positive vibes. Okay, guys, last thing, last brand. I've also tried like Beauty Bakery, Zuri Cosmetics. Like there's so many other Black-owned brands I've tried. But I've also decluttered things because I kind of a declutter savage sometimes when I don't use stuff. So I don't love Beauty Bakery's eyeshadow formula, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try them. And I'm always open to trying them in the future if they come out with something else that I might like. I just took the basket out of my like lap and I feel like a new person. So, oh yes, to collab with Color Drain. You know. Honestly, I would probably make some kind of version of a green, gold, blue palette. I love a nude lip with dramatic eyes. These are so nice. If you're looking for some good nudes, I would definitely check them out. They're so glossy and I love, yeah, and lovely, yeah. I got 3 of the pre-order. They look amazing. Yay! Okay, so last one. This brand, I don't want to butcher it. I think they go as UOMA Beauty. This is the Black Magic Palette Carnival. I bought this on Ulta's website, so they are on Ulta. I haven't tried anything else from the brand. I haven't even tried this palette. As you guys can see, it's brand freaking new. So I need to try it. I'm going to swatch it, I think, just so we can all swatch it together. And yeah, oh. It's so like buttery. That first shade, holy crapola. So I've been like holding on to this, like the savage that I am, meaning to make you guys a video, talk about the brand. I know Jen Loves Reviews actually tries a lot of their stuff and talks about it. So, you know, the thing is too, like some of these Black-owned brands, like can I get on their PR list? Like I would love to talk about these brands more, and I would love to get some of this in stuff in PR so I could talk about them more. So here's all the shimmer shades we have. Ooh, I don't know how to say that word. I'm sorry. Arnquila? I don't know. But this shade is Mardi Gras, Bahia, Trinidad, and then Tenerife. Sorry. But these swatch really nice. I am totally going to try an eyeshadow look at this palette. I just need to sit down and film it. But oh, the mattes feel really soft too. This color story just like really caught my attention. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it was on sale. Because the other thing too is like 95% of the makeup on my channel I buy with my own money. So as much as I want to like spread awareness of brands and stuff like that, I also am like trying to be conscious of my spending. So it does definitely help to get some things sent to you, especially if it's a brand you love. You definitely want to like help spread the word, right? So anyway, I really like these swatches. Wowee. Super cool. I haven't tried them on my eyes, but based off the swatches, I think I'm going to have a fantastic time. They have a full range of stuff. I've seen concealers, foundations, they have lipsticks, they've got multiple eyeshadow palettes. These palettes kind of remind me of Pat McGrath, like with the black backing, you know? Obviously this is cardboard and like Pat McGraths are in like these black heavy plastic packaging. So it's a little bit different, but I really, really, really like how this swatch. So now I'm hella excited to put that on my eyes. If you guys have tried UMA Beauty, do you have any recommendations? Because Uma is the pronunciation. Okay, cool. Thank you. Uma. Okay, cool. I believe Alice in the Rabbit Hole was reviewing it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say really, really good things about them. Again, theirs is one of those foundation ranges that I just don't know how to color match myself online. So I need to do some more research on that and pick maybe their foundation up because I'm really curious. I believe they have a pretty large foundation range and concealers. So I'm pumped, and they are sold on Ulta, which is really, really cool for them to be at Ulta. So very, very cool. But that's all the products I have. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a little hungry. And so I'm going to hop off here soon. If anybody has any last thoughts, just to recap, I try to put a lot of resources in my description box for you guys. All the AdSense I make from this video in June will get donated to Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe page. So if you have the time, I encourage you to watch this video, share it to your friends. And if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Just play it in the background. It is monetized. So I will come back at the end of the month and let you guys know how much we were able to donate to her GoFundMe. And also, if you guys don't know, I created a Black-owned brands awareness playlist, and I'll share it in the chat again for you guys. Please go check out the playlist because it features Black-owned brands. I was going to talk about YouTubers, but I feel like I've been on here for 2 hours, so maybe we can do that next time. I'm so sorry. I just realized that. But it's I'm sure getting close to lunchtime for you guys too, so I'm going to have to sign off for today. So maybe we'll save that for next video, but go ahead and check out the Black-owned brand awareness playlist. We've got quite a few creators on there, trying to add more. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Legally Black Beauty. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, oh, thanks. Samantha Ruber wants to remind all of you to like before you leave. Yeah, I mean, and I'll try and share more if I see any more fundraising things happening, and just keep staying on top of what's going on so that we can amplify the voices of the Black community and Black Lives Matter to all of us. And I want to see justice for the Black community and for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and everyone else that has been senselessly killed and brutalized by the police. And yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are all safe and taking good care of yourselves. And I love you all. And this is a very difficult time in the world. And yeah, just take care of yourself. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to us. Not just me. I know all these YouTubers on here are there for everyone. I've tried to add videos to the playlist, but wasn't able to. I'll try again later for sure. I know, Emily, I'm so not tech savvy, but I know some people have had issues with the playlist. So try and try again. And I think what you can do is check your playlist settings, because some people put their playlists on private. So that could be why. Otherwise, we'll brainstorm on Marco Polo. And thank you guys so much for participating. And again, I love all of you so much. And thank you for supporting my little tiny channel. And it means so much to me that we are able to hang out like this on Saturday. So I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you guys, and stay safe, everyone. Bye.